This is News in Brief from Al 24 News. Algerian President Abdelmajid Tebboune received today the Archbishop of Algiers, Cardinal Jean-Paul Vesco, and the audience was held in the presence of the Chief of Staff at the Presidency of the Republic, Boulam, and the Minister of Religious Affairs and Endowments, Youssef Belmehdi. As part of his representation of Algeria, the high-level segment of the UN General Assembly, Algerian Minister of State, Minister of Foreign Affairs, National Community Abroad and African Affairs, Ahmed Attaf, signed the Global Declaration for the Protection of Humanitarian Personnel, which aims to strengthen the legal framework for the protection of humanitarian workers and comes amid the increasing frequency of attacks against humanitarian workers in armed conflict zones, especially in the Gaza Strip, which the Israeli occupation has turned into one of the most dangerous and challenging environments for humanitarian work. Several world leaders are expected to formally recognize a Palestinian state at a summit today in New York City, seeking to rally support for a two-state solution following similar moves by Britain, Canada, Australia and Portugal just a day earlier. Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas and dozens of Palestinian officials, however, will not be there in person as the Trump administration refused to give them a US visa. Russian President Vladimir Putin says he's ready to extend by 1 year the last arms control treaty known as New START between Washington and Moscow that limits the number of nuclear weapons each side has only if US President Donald Trump does the same. Speaking to reporters in Moscow, Iranian Vice President and head of the Atomic Energy Organization of Iran, Mahmoud Islami, announced that Tehran and Moscow are preparing to finalize an agreement in the coming days for the construction of 8 new nuclear power plants in Iran, adding that their sites have already been identified, prepared and equipped to begin work.